Hi, I'm Andrea from Andrea Camaro Coaching, and I'm so glad that you have decided to join me today. So today, I'm going to answer the question, does kindness matter? So does kindness matter anymore? Well, recently when I received a very lovely birthday card in the mail from my lovely friend Audrey, I knew the answer was an unqualified yes. I mean, seeing that envelope addressed to me in the mailbox brought me a feeling of such joyous giddiness. I mean, just looking at this card, it just brings me so much joy. And why is that? Well, it's because, knowing that a dear friend was thinking about me and took the time to put a card in the mail was priceless. My friend Audrey lives in Ireland, and she is such a precious, precious friend to me. And, the thought that she put that in the mail, and it takes about 6 weeks for some reason for mail to get from Canada to Ireland, and the same coming back. So we send each other cards from time to time, and they don't always, arrive on our birthdays, but it's still so cool to get them in the mail, even if it's a few weeks later, because it's like, wow, she thought about me. And it's just such a kind gesture for you to let someone know that you are thinking about them in that way. I mean, we live in such a busy culture in this day and age, that it's hard to find time to slow down, to even take time for friends and to show them that we care. But it's so important that you do. So what are ways that you can show kindness? There's sharing kind words, sending cards, as I just showed you, making phone calls, sending texts, sending gifts. Most of these you can do relatively inexpensively. I mean, the gifts don't have to be huge. They can be small. They can be just something that you thought that they might enjoy. So there's also holding doors, offering to help your neighbors, family, friends, or strangers. Coffee dates with family and friends, sending pictures by text, email, or even snail mail. Then, of course, there's these wonderful handmade gifts that you get from family and friends. So let's start with sharing a kind word. So sharing a kind word, I mean, even if you think they already know it, I mean, especially if it's a friend or somebody who's in a high position, almost celebrity even, someone who's a singer, a musician, it could be just anyone. And you think, oh, they already know that. Like, they know how awesome they are. They probably don't. So your words are like, wow, what you just did, that was so amazing. That could be the spark that keeps them going when they were just on the edge of wanting to quit. Your affirmation can give the confidence to apply for a dream job, school, college, internship, or promotion. Just letting someone know that you see them and that they matter is beyond measure. And everyone, whether they believe in God or not, every person on this planet is a child of God. Every single one. And that alone means they matter, because God put things in process for them to be on this planet. So if He cared enough to put all that stuff, those cogs in motion for them to be born, they matter. And you matter, and you need to remember that. So don't underestimate the power of your words on someone else. It could be that one thing that changes their whole day, their whole week, or their entire life. Because your encouragement could mean all the difference with them walking away from that ledge that they may be on. And even more incredible, it's free. So, sending cards. Well, I just love cards. I mean, this wonderful little masterpiece, try to get it up there where you can actually see it. Okay, I'll bring it back here. There you go. This was made by my wonderful friend Jen. We've known each other since we were in elementary school. or even in brownies together. But she is a real artisan with making cards, and I just always love getting her Christmas cards because they are so incredible. And then this is just a lovely card I got from my mom for my birthday a few years back. Just love it. Cosmic Cats, cat and a cupcake. Who can resist that? And then there's ones by, let's try and get that behind. There we go. So this is a little cool one that my son made for me for Mother's Day many years ago. And yeah, just looking at it now, it just brings back all the memories from when he gave it to me, which is just so cute. And my daughter is so very artistic, and I mean, I buy the supplies, but she actually puts stuff together. So this is a Mother's Day card she did for me doing quilling, which I used to do in my 20s before way before I had kids and ran out of time to do fun things. So, but yeah, having things like this to look at, I can just remember where we were, what they were doing, how old they were, it's just such a fun thing to remember. So sending cards is the best way to brighten someone's day. Whether they're handmade or store-bought, they're guaranteed to bring a smile. And as I mentioned before, seeing it in my mailbox or even just having it handed to me brings me great joy. And even now, I feel a goofy grin spread across my face at the thought that I got a card in the mail, or it's cool. And these acts of kindness are incredibly powerful, as the words you share can have a profound effect on the receiver. When you have the urge to send a card, don't hesitate, just do it. And the great thing about a physical card is that you can put it on the fridge or countertop and smile every time you see it. We have a string of lights actually that we put up. It's in our living room and it stays up year round, and every time, and we put all birthday cards, Christmas cards, Mother's Day, Father's Day, any cards that we get throughout the year go up on that string of lights. And then when the next year comes around, so Christmas time comes around, the old Christmas cards come down, the new ones go up. Next birthday comes around, the old birthday cards go down, new ones go up. So, and it brightens up the room, and you get to see them, and it makes you think. Every single card, I know who gave them, and it makes me think about them, and it just makes us really, really happy. So when I see a card, I don't just see the card, I see the person that gave it to me. I see their smiling faces, and the memories of the last times we were together come up, and I find it really cool. So when you think, oh, it's just a card, it won't matter to them, I want to assure you, it will. It all matters. Making phone calls. Now, I'm sure we've all had those instances when a person we haven't spoken to in a long time pops into our mind. And it's like, oh, I really need to call them. Well, usually I'm not into a situation where I can actually call them. I might be driving or just, doing something. Like I can't just pick up the phone. I don't have an hour or so to dedicate to that phone call. Because for me, I find it really hard to put a limit on, to say, oh, well, 20 minutes is up. Okay, gotta go. You can do that for sure. And I mean, if that works for you, great. And you can even tell the person on the phone, you know what? I just really wanted to talk to you, but you know what? I only got about 20 minutes. Is that okay? And then as that 20 minutes comes up, you can just say, yeah, sorry, been great talking to you. We'll have to do this again soon. And at least you've taken the time to talk to them. And hearing a loved one's voice after a long separation can do so much for your soul. It can bring great emotions of happiness or sadness for being apart, but it can also be very exciting, healing, as well as frustrating. But no matter what emotion it brings for you, we are programmed for human interaction in all its forms. Of course, being in person is best, but even if it's just speaking on the phone or FaceTime on your device, it all matters, and it's really important. Hearing someone's voice can close the thousands of miles and years between you and your loved ones. Depending on your phone plan, it probably won't cost you that much either. And when you get that urge to call someone, take the time to call them or jot down a reminder to call them. They probably need to hear your voice just as much as you do. So calling them will also reinforce that they're not alone in the world, which is so important these days. I mean, these last couple of years have been really hard on everyone, and we really need to feel connected again. So give them a call, and because it's something that we all really need right now. Sending texts. If you're short on time, send a text. The texting options that we have now are so incredible. You can text, you can send a voice message, you can send GIFs or GIFs, whichever way you want to pronounce them, or little images. It can take less than a minute to let someone know that you are thinking about them. And the great thing about text is that you never have to worry about interrupting somebody's day. Since they have the ability to silence notifications, you can read or respond to them whenever it's convenient for you. And this is a great way to make friends and family feel connected and included in your life. And of course, there's always sending gifts. So every so often, I'll see something that is just perfect for a family member or friend. And when finances will allow, I'll grab it. Small gifts are just as amazing as the big ones. And sometimes I hold on to them for Christmas or birthday presents. Sometimes I'll just send them. You know, it is so humbling for me to receive an unexpected gift from someone. Whether it's flowers or just the gift of spending time with them, it feels amazing. You'll never know how important that gift may be to the receiver. If you feel the impulse to give a gift, do it. It may have ripple effects that you never imagined. Holding doors for strangers and friends. I feel so special when someone holds a door for me. It's such a simple act of courtesy, but it makes me feel seen and important enough for someone to take notice of me and to pause their day to assist me. We happen to live in a small town where such offers of kindness are very common. And this is something my husband and I have been very intentional about teaching our kids. My son's now 13, and it makes me very proud when he remembers to hold the door for a stranger. It's become very natural for both my kids, and the effect it has on the receiver is priceless. I'm naturally a very emotional person, but seeing my kids showing kindness and courtesy to a stranger always brings tears to my eyes. The heartfelt smiles and thank yous that come from elderly strangers refills my soul. It's both joy-bringing and heartbreaking to know that a simple, free act of kindness can evoke such a grateful response. The simple act of holding a door made them feel seen. It also shows them that there are good people in the world that care about their fellow human beings. I think they're also a little surprised, too, to see the younger generation taking time to notice and care for them. I think it's important for all generations to continue to show each other respect and courtesy in every situation possible. So offering to help your friends and neighbors. Well, this is kind of a no-brainer. I mean, this can include taking groceries to their car, doing yard work, washing their car, helping with repairs around the house, walking their dog if they're not able to do it. Giving your time to someone else is one of the greatest gifts you can give. Time is one thing we all have, no matter our wealth and situation in life, and we all have the same amount of it. So how we choose to spend it is incredibly valuable. This is something that is not lost on small children and those over 40. Most parents can remember the sad faces of their young children when they have had to leave for work. Once we hit our teen years to about our late 30s, we seem to forget how valuable time is and to share it with others. Then it hits us again like a ton of bricks around 40. Maybe it's because most people live between 70 to 80 years, so they suddenly realize half their lives are over and they still have so much they wanted to do in life. But even if the individual you are helping has difficulties communicating their gratitude, don't underestimate the effects of your effort. Your help will not only help their immediate needs, but also show them that they matter and they're not alone. Coffee dates with family and friends. Well, when we're kids, or when we have kids, we plan play dates for them. And somewhere along the way, we stop planning them for ourselves. So taking the time to plan a coffee date or walks with friends can replenish our energy and feelings of connectedness. This is more important than ever after the horrendous lockdowns we recently went through. As nice as it is to be the one invited, it's just as beneficial to be the one who invites someone else. So another free act of kindness, be the one who initiates the get together. Be the one who says, hey, we haven't gotten together for a long time. Do you want to go for coffee? It may be a while before you can get together, but the knowledge that you value them enough to even get together is inestimable. Sending pictures by text, email, or snail mail. How many times have you been cleaning out your pictures folders or cupboards and found amazing pictures you'd forgotten about? An incredible act of kindness is, forwarding those pictures to others that would enjoy them. You can use text, email, or snail mail, or regular post if you're not sure what snail mail is. No matter how you decide to send them, just send them. The recipient will also share in the happiness of that day or event. And they will also be warmed by the fact that you even thought about them and wanted to share those happy memories with them. So one of my favorite birthday cards was for my mom. I showed you that one. So there are these things I suggested and showed you. They're only a minor fraction of all the ways you can show your kindness to others. I hope it has given you some ideas that you can use and the confidence to take action on them. In our day of constant connectivity, people are feeling more alone and disconnected than ever. So we have the means to change this with simple acts of kindness. I'd love to hear what kind of things you found most useful and how you plan to reach out to others today. So you can do that by contacting me at Andrea at nopainallgain.ca. I'll leave my social media contacts information as well, in case you want to reach out to me and let me know what kind of things you found helpful. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Have you ever wondered what a health and lifestyle coach was? Well, a health and lifestyle coach can help you work through the things that are holding you back so that you can go after all your goals and dreams and make them a reality. Well, that's something that I do. I am a health and lifestyle coach. I specialize in confidence and chronic illness. So I have fibromyalgia, but I have found a way to manage it and live my life to the fullest. So if you might be interested in working with me, I would love to hear from you. You can contact me at Andrea at nopainallgain.ca, and we can have a free chat and see if working one-on-one with me would be a good fit for you. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.